So this is Nkrumah from BSc Accounting Education Level 200. This is my presentation on contemporary management techniques. Contemporary management techniques. They are the modern methods and approaches used by managers to plan, control, and improve business performance in today's dynamic and competitive environment. So these are the examples of contemporary management techniques I'll be talking about in this presentation. So benchmarking is the first contemporary management techniques I'll be talking about. It's the process of comparing an organization's performance processes, course, or practices against those of other organizations or against recognized best practices to identify areas for improvement. So this is where organizations that are not performing well are being compares their performances with that of the organizations that are really doing well in the business to see the areas that they need to improve on. Types of benchmarking. The first type is internal benchmarking. This is comparing performance between departments, branches, or divisions within the same organizations. The second one is the competitive benchmarking. This type refers to measuring your organization's performance against that of competing organizations in the same industry. And the third one is functional benchmarking. Functional benchmarking is comparing specific functions such as purchasing or customer service with organizations that excel in those areas, even if they are in different industries. The last one is the generic benchmarking, that is the same as best practice. This is comparing business processes with organizations recognized as industry leaders, the best in class. So these are the benchmarking process. The first process is they identify the area to be benchmarked. The second is select benchmarking partners or standards. The third one is collect relevant data. The fourth one is you analyze performance gaps. The fifth one, you develop improvement plans. And the last one, implement changes and monitor results. So these are some of the benefits that comes with implementing benchmarking technique in an organization. The first one is improves performance and efficiency. The second one supports cost reduction. The third one enhances strategic planning and also encourages continuous improvement. This is an example of a benchmarking. Suppose a manufacturing company finds that its production cost unit is $12 while the industry leader produces the same product at $9 per unit. By benchmarking against the industry leader, the company can investigate differences in production methods and adopt more efficient practices to reduce costs. So move on to total quality management, that is TQM. So the first, total quality management is an organization-wide approach to continuously improving the quality of products, services, and processes through the participation of all employees with the aim of achieving customer satisfaction and organizational efficiency. So this is an example of TQM and it will explain the definition. So this is a manufacturing company implementing TQM may invest in employee training and process improvements to reduce defective products. Although training costs increase initially, the company saves money by reducing rework and consumer complaints. The next one is continuous improvement. Continuous improvement refers to the ongoing effort to enhance business processes, products, services, and operations by making regular incremental improvements over time rather than relying only on major changes. The key features of continuous improvement. The first one, ongoing process. Improvement is continuous rather than a one-time activity. The second, focus on efficiency, reduces waste, cost, and non-value adding activities. The third, employee improvement, encourages employees at all levels to support, to suggest and implement improvement. The fourth one is performance measurement, uses accounting and operational data to monitor progress. The last one is customer focus, aims to improve quality and customer satisfaction. So the next one is reengineering. Reengineering is the fundamental rethinking and radical redesign of business processes to achieve substantial improvements in critical performance measures such as cost, quality, service, and speed. Example of reengineering is a company traditionally processes customer orders through multiple departments, causing delays and high administrative costs. Through engineering, it implements an integrated digital system that allows orders to be processed automatically from receipt to delivery. The that significantly reduces processing time and costs. So, key features of re-engineering. Radical change, that is the first feature. Redesigns process from the ground up. The second is process focus, examines entire workflows rather than individual tasks. The third one is dramatic improvements, seeks significant reductions in costs and time or major quality improvements. The fourth one is use of technology, often involves adopting new technologies and systems. The last one is customer oriented, aims to better meet customer needs and expectations. Theory of constraints. The theory was developed by Eliyahu M. Goldratt and is widely taught in management accounting, cost accounting, and operations management. The core idea: every organization has at least one constraint that limits its performance. Instead of trying to improve everything at once, managers should concentrate on improving their constraint because it has the greatest impact on overall results. For example, suppose a factory has three production stages: cutting 200 units per day, assembly 100 units per day, packaging 150 units per day. Assembly is the constraint because it can process only 100 units per day. Even if cutting is improved to 300 units per day, total output remains 100 units until the assembly bottleneck is addressed. So mass customization is the next contemporary technique. So mass customization refers to a production and costing approach where a company produces goods or services that are tailored to individual customer preferences, but still maintains the efficiency and cost control of mass production. It is the ability of a firm to customize products for many customers while keeping costs low like mass production. Example, a company like Nike allowing customers to design their own shoe online, color, style, size, but still producing them efficiently in scale factories. So these are the importance. Helps in cost tracking for customized products. Requires systems like activity-based costing to allocate costs accurately. Supports decision making on pricing and profitability of customized orders. So now we move on to just-in-time system, which is the JIT. Just-in-time system is an inventory and production approach where materials and goods are purchased or produced only when they are needed, not kept in large stock. It is a system that ensures the right materials arrive at the right time in the right quantity, just when they are required for production or sale. For example, a car manufacturing company orders parts like tires or engines when production is scheduled instead of storing them in warehouses for a long time. These are the advantages and disadvantages. So the first is the advantages. The first one is lower storage and holding costs, less risk of damage or obsolescence, but better efficiency in production. So the disadvantages: risk of stock shortages if suppliers delay requires very reliable suppliers, not suitable where demand is unpredictable. So we move on to the value chain model. Value chain model refers to the framework that analyzes all the activities a business performs to create value for customers, from the initial stage of production to the final delivery of the product or service. It is the process of identifying and evaluating every step involved in creating a product to ensure each step adds value and minimizes costs. The concept was developed by Michael Porter, who explained that businesses gain a competitive advantage by managing their active activity better than competitors. So these are the main activities in the value chain. The first is the first consists of the primary activities, that is directly add value. The first one is inbound logistics, receiving raw material. The second one is operations, producing goods or services. The third one is outbound logistics, distribution to customers. The fourth one is marketing and sales, promoting and selling. And then service, after sales support. Secondly, we have the support activities, assist primary activities. These assist the primary activities. So we have the procurement, technology development, human resource management. We have firm infrastructure, that is management, finance, etc. For example, a food processing company examines its value chain from buying raw crops, processing, packaging, marketing, to delivery to reduce costs and improve product quality. So we move to the last but not the least, which is balanced scorecard. Balanced scorecard is a strategic performance measurement tool used to evaluate an organization's performance from both financial and non-financial perspectives. It is a system that helps a company measure success using more than just profits by looking at different important areas of performance. The key idea, the balance scorecard was developed by Robert Kaplan and Norton to give a balanced view of organizational performance. So these are the four perspectives of the balance scorecard. The first one is financial perspective. It focuses on profit, revenue, cost control. No, it questions how do we look to shareholders. The second one is customer perspective. It focuses on customer satisfaction, loyalty, market share. It questions how do customers see us. The third one is internal business process perspective. It focuses on efficiency, quality, operations within the organizations, and it questions what must we excel at. The fourth one is learning and growth perspective. It focuses on employee skills, innovation, training. The question is how can we improve and grow? So, for example, a company may track profit, that is financial, customer satisfaction ratings, that is the customer production efficiency, that is the internal processes, and employee training hours, that is the learning and growth. Thank you.